Hello, John Neal here. It's my regular, I was going to say fortnightly litter pick, but it's not always every fortnight. It's not too bad actually at the moment, up and down Home Lane, my little patch here. But what I want to do is to pick for a particular reason. Oh, by the way, it's Monday the 21st of June, it's Midsummer's Day. It's supposed to be summer. Well, it's not cold, but it's not hot. The sun isn't even out, but nevertheless. Now what I want to do, I see the grass on the side of the road is growing and needs to be cut or will be cut. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I've got a feeling that the litter isn't going to be picked first. So when you've got a piece of litter, let's say a polystyrene, tray, and then you cut the grass and don't pick it up, you not end up with one piece of litter, you end up with about 20, which is not good. Well, by the way, got some very good news too from the council. John Sharrett's been doing a good job and got back to me on a number of points. More about that in a bit. Come on, let's go pick litter. Well, today I'm going to go on a slightly longer route from Ambleside here and Home Lane Junction right up to the post office. Look, see, there's a few bits and pieces here. There was a survey done about what articles of litter there were. Most of it was to do with smoking, oddly enough, because not so many people smoke nowadays, but all the bits and pieces to do with smoking, the fag ends, the packets and the wrappers, are easily thrown away. And to be honest, you will always see, even on TV, people just casually toss a fag end away. Yeah, and then second to that were things like drinks packets and other refreshments. Yeah, I'll always point out lovely flowers. Look at this, beautiful, excellent. You can see here, this is the grass, and the same over the road. Look, you can see that is needing to be cut, and if that's cut before the litter's picked up, it's a bit of a disaster. What we've got here, it's one of these nitrous oxide cans, which apparently the youth of today use by some means to enhance their lifestyle. Get high, I mean. I don't know why youth need to get high. You want to get old, that's when you need to get high, not when you're young. When you're young, you're full of life. Good grief. You see, we're very lucky to have all these trees. They can be a nuisance, the trees, sometimes, but they're beautiful, really, up and down this road. And the birds are singing. This is what makes litter such an awful thing. When the rest of the environment is trying to do its best and look and sound wonderful, and then you've got litter thrown in the thick of it. Welcome to Coronation Walk. Do's and don'ts. Do enjoy yourself, but it says over here, no littering or fly tipping. Should be a bit obvious, really, shouldn't it? But this is a lovely spot and a lot of people use it, and to be honest, there's not a lot of litter here, but it's a great asset to the area. And they put a hardcore path down here, which is really nice, because this is very muddy when it gets wet. But yeah, and there's a bin here and there's a bin over the road, and I've just been talking to one of the council workers who empties it. His frustration is that the council really don't always operate as quickly as they should do with advice that they're given, but they're trying, I suppose. That's a wren. Can I also pass a comment about grass cutting? It's summer, it rains, the sun shines, the grass grows, and essentially the grass needs cutting on a fairly regular basis, otherwise it gets very long and looks a bit untidy. Now that's the job of the council, I do believe. I think I paid them some money recently, oh yes, council tax, to do the job. The council tax went up as well. Anyway, I think they passed it on to Glendale to get the job done, but it's not getting done. No, well, it's getting done occasionally, but not very often, and it's not been done often enough. So it's not rocket science. Oh, hang on, COVID-19, that's it, and oh, lots of other excuses. Yeah, I know about those. Still, I've said my piece. Maybe someone can help me with this one. I don't quite understand it, but down here there is a bud, a can of bud, and if you're going to throw it away, I would have thought you would have emptied it, but it's got beer in it. What's that all about? Well, you might be able to spot the location. I'm calling this the donut distance from Lidl, which is about 50 yards, and the promise is from the council that they are going to put a bin here, and there is also a promise that they are going to put some signs up down this end close to Lidl to deter people or advise people or warn people not to drop litter. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, as I've approached this junction by Hinckley Road and Higham Lane, there is a lot more litter to be picked up, and yeah, it's a pity, but a lot of it is emanating from the shop over there. So there you go. But let's see if a bin does appear and some signs. It's got to help, isn't it? Well, here I am at Lidl Junction. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to make some apologies for putting the litter that I've collected up and down the road in the litter bin here at Lidl, on account of two things. One, a certain amount of it is litter that is purchased from items from Lidl, that is true, and also sorry to say, Lidl are not being very cooperative. A lot of really hot words from them originally. Oh yes, we're very environmentally friendly, blah de blah, and then when it comes to it, they can't even put a please don't drop litter symbol on their bakery bags, which are just dropped the donut distance away from the shop. So I have put the litter in there. It's not a huge amount, and then they can cope with it some ways. I've had an idea. How about we do a survey of all the litter items, which we've sort of got, and then put a levy on the companies that are they're not causing it, but they are providing the litter. You know, Heineken, Red Bull, KFC, Lidl, and people like that, and cigarette packets. Just put a levy on, because they say it costs millions of pounds to pick litter up. So let's get them to do something about it. I mean, they could, for instance, when they're selling their products in advertising, make an effort to show that it's the right thing to do to dispose of the waste after you've consumed their product. Sounds very grand, but it's so easy to do, really, isn't it? Anyway, tell me what you think. Yes, that's going in my bin. So, not just Lidl's. Well, there we go. That's that done for a few more weeks. Gives me something to do, doesn't it? Makes me feel a bit better, probably. See you next time.